Hello, we are live in 2 cameras. We are on YouTube. Excuse me, we are live on Facebook. Hello again, friends, parents, uncles, brothers, sisters, acquaintances, everybody that I met. Yesterday, I had the ability and the blessings of releasing some of my thoughts in regard to a topic that is becoming a topic lately. As I mentioned before, I don't like to be shifting towards politics or religion. That's yours, it belongs to you. That's very, very personal. But today, after the video and all the comments that I have not been able to go back and reply to all of them, some people say, I agree with you or disagree with you. I love the fact that you were able to get on the camera and expose your idea. While I was doing the video, I said, why not, expose some of the stories, people like me that have come to the United States, and this is tailored to the US, but it can apply to people in Europe, it can apply to people in South America, Venezuela, Colombia, Ukraine, Croatia, Italy, you name it. It doesn't really matter. The topic could be the same. And one of the moments, Anna, which is also a client of ours, a service provider, and a good friend of ours, replied to me and said, I love what you did, and I love to express my my ideas. So just to get to the meet and greet, I want to let her give a little bit of background information and introduce herself. So why don't you tell our audience your name, your age, and a little bit of where you're coming from, a little bit of background of yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Ana Fernandez. I'm 28 years old. And I came to the United States when I was 15 years old in 2003 to study in high school, in a boarding school. The reason why I came to the States was because my city was was getting violence.
What city?
Reynosa.
Reynosa, okay.
It used to be a really small town, but in 2002, 2003, things started to become violent. So my parents made the sacrifice to send me to a private boarding school in Texas, just to get me out of the situation over there.
We were talking right before getting over here, because we want to make sure we appreciate your time if you're watching this right here. I know Rogelio just joined us, but some people are going to join us later on. We got 10 people watching the video, but I don't know why it's showing only 4. You mentioned something really important to me, and this is something that I love for you to share with our audience, which is, despite of the fact that you lost a family member, actually not just a family member, you lost your mother while you were here.
When I was here, I graduated from high school and I came to Houston to come to college. And during my first year, my mom had the diagnosis of cancer. And my initial thought was to go back to Mexico to be with her, but my mom was like, no, I want you to stay, I want you to continue your studies, that's gonna make me feel a lot better. And so I did just that. I stayed here, but I used to go back every weekend or every 2 weeks. My city is 6 hours from Houston, so I'll take the bus Thursday night and come back Sunday night to just continue with my classes. My mom did unfortunately passed away in 2009, and I lost my mom. I lost my financial support, and so I decided to stay here and continue my studies. I had to find a way to make money, so I was able to work as a babysitter, pet sitter, anything I could do to continue to pay my tuition in college, and I did. It took me longer to finish college, but I wouldn't have done it any other way. And I'm glad to have had the opportunity to be able to work and be able to afford out-of-state tuition, because that was what I was paying.
So basically, what I'm seeing over here is like you recognize the opportunities here in the United States, and this is one of the topics that some people are saying, why all these other people from other regions coming and taking away these opportunities from us. I don't see it that way, because in some instances what we're coming is probably coming to fill in those spaces, those blanks those empty spaces that for whatever reason the market, the society has not been able to deliver or to replace. Now, you saw an opportunity, you were here already, you were appreciative of the United States, and also because you were coming from a country that at that particular region in the time, it was experiencing some sort of social, political turbulence. Am I correct?
Right, yeah.
Now, you're here, you've been here for how long?
I've been 10 years in Houston.
10 years in Houston. Now you're, I'm aware that you're a U.S. resident.
And actually, I came in February, so it's exactly 10 years. Yeah, 2007.
Not today.
Almost, yeah. Maybe I think it was like the 4th, February the 4th. But yeah, it's 10 years in Houston.
So perfect. I'm pretty sure out there is women, you know, there are about your age that moved to the United States, feel related to your story. Tell us a little bit what you do. What is it? Because you came over here with dreams, you came over here with expectations, and also we face a lot of obstacles, we face a lot of turmoil. And what I was sharing with Anna right before we started the video is that we, at some point, have paid our dues in order to be in this amazing and great nation, in this country. Now, it wasn't a process to just walk in and then everybody said, oh, welcome to America. No, it wasn't that easy. There's a long process, lawyers, immigration, papers, fees, taxes. All of this is things that we decided to give up in our countries and invested over here. Why don't you tell us, going back to, you know, bringing the element of how difficult but how much we have enjoyed the process, because we're happy and we're completely content to be here in the United States. What do you do right now? After 10 years, you lost your mother, you were left alone, and possibly living alone in another country could be more difficult than in the United States.
Yeah, well, I graduated with an international business major, and I was working for a company. I was doing import and export. It was 8 to 5, sometimes even later than 5. I kind of like hated the office structure, so I decided to quit, and I went to work for a company where I'm doing design in corporate spaces, and I sell office furniture. But I also have other things on the side. I import products that I distribute locally, and I'm involved in many other things as well with entrepreneurs from Mexico. So I'm always trying to find new things to make money, to fill my time, and to help others as well. Okay,
I want to make a notation for now. We met because, you know, she's in commercial office industry. We work in real estate. We also have an office space here at Wi+Cowork, and we also help other customers. So we're getting to know each other. We haven't known each other for that long. I mean, personally, we started to do more business together. Now, you just mentioned a very important factor to me. 2017 is becoming the year where everybody is making clear that not only one job or one task or one type of activity defines who you are. Nowadays, when you talk to people, even my friends who are attorneys, they also have something on the side. They're musicians, or they're having an investment on the side, or they're having to explore the vegan life. That's what it makes us who we are. And you mentioned you have also different endeavors that makes you, Anna, makes you unique and allows you to be completely, fully committed to, you know, your company, yet in the same time being able to expand yourself, your abilities, your entrepreneurship, you know, skills. Because you have a business brain. Because when I talk to you, I see a business brain operating over here. So the reason we're here, right? Immigration has become a big topic because this is what happened. I was out of the country, I was returning. I learned when I was in Istanbul, Turkey, by Facebook, and it was 2 in the morning over there. I don't know, it probably was like 4, 5, 6 p.m. over here when I learned the new law and regulation about the immigration. Anyhow, I'm entering the country, got here, I'm waiting in line for my officer, and I got on Facebook, and I got on Facebook Live, and then I see Anna on the one of the rallies, or how do you call that?
It was a protest.
Tell us a little bit
It was a protest at the airport, at the international airport. It was that Saturday. It was a Sunday after the Saturday that the band started, and particularly I was very touched by. I was very angry about the band because I think that these people coming to the United States as a refugee are people that are trying to just stay alive. You know, people that are just trying to live in a place where they can have the freedom to, you know, practice their religion, to just be able to go out and walk without, you know, fear of a bomb exploding right in front of them. To me, that hit home, because my country hasn't gotten to the point where people are trying to get out to stay alive, but it could, you know, and there's people as well in Mexico that are, you know, so living in fear because of the, you know, the narcos. So to me, closing our doors on refugees, it's really, you know, which we're not. America shouldn't be doing that. America, it's a safe haven for everybody looking to, you know, to have freedom.
Perfect. I was just curious because, you know, I saw her. I wasn't unable to see her when I came out of the, you know, I was walking out. I have to say this. I'm walking out. I don't know what's going on outside the airport, and there's like, I don't know how many people do you think there were there? Probably
Thousands. I think it was
maybe like
3,000.
Like 3,000 people?
Like 3,000
okay.
people. That
There was a lot of people that were
yeah.
cameras, and as soon as I walked out, people started screaming. I was like, wow, this is the life of a, of a rock star. You know, I feel like, wow. So I got my camera, I videotaped, you know, I filmed on my Snapchat a little bit. But I wasn't aware of the group. This is one of the things that I never seen before, is Americans coming together for this type of, you know, actions. And I know out there's people that completely agree with what's happening, and I fully respect everybody. Opinion belongs to you. Actions actually can create a reaction on to others. Now, I just we made a promise to have these videos, because this is video for Facebook Live, as short as possible. We're just basically planting a little bit of a seed of awareness of a topic that actually touches my heart. You know, I'm an immigrant, but I've been here for 16 years. I'm also an American citizen, and extremely happy and blessed to be Colombian born and raised, with my values and education, and being able to have progress in my life because of the American economy, the American people, and the American environment that I've been cultivating and working with in the last 16 years. Just to finish, before we finish this video, I don't know how long we've been on the camera yet. Two things I'd like you to share with our audience, wherever you are in the world, because we're going to be sharing this on our other platforms, because we will also have YouTube channel right here for our another section of small interviews. One question that you may have for our audience, and one thought that you'd like to deliver today, just directly to our audience.
One thought is we should think about everyone as one. We are all the same. We're all humans. We're all here to live this human experience in the best possible way that we can. We should forget about, you know, hate. We should forget about skin colors. We should forget about all that, and we should see each other as brothers and sisters. That's my thought.
Perfect. And for my business people out there, there's a lot of entrepreneurs wanting to start their own business in Houston, in Colombia, in Ukraine, in Texas, in New York City, Italy, Netherlands. For these business people, women, especially women, yeah, I gotta take advantage you're a girl. What can you give us today? What ideas or what questions?
In business, I think consistency is the key. You have to know what you want. You have to have, you know, focus. You have to write down your plan and every day make something that will get you closer to that goal. Just be really consistent. Work hard and just have an open mind. Talk to everybody, because you never know the connections that you can make just by starting a conversation.
Thank you so much for watching, Rodolfo Sules and Debbie and everybody that joined us. I apologize I wasn't able to say hi to everybody because I didn't want to cut her point. Thank you so much for watching today. We're going to be switching to Spanish now because my mom says, mijito, I want to hear in Spanish. So we're going to cut it off for now. I hope we didn't take too much of your time. Any thoughts you may have, please write them over here. I'm going to link her information if you want to know more about entrepreneurship of women in Houston, Texas, of a Mexican living in Houston in 2017. Thank you for watching, and we'll come back soon.